Um, in this video, I will try to reflect upon the reasons why my channel is such a failure. Because from a quantitative point of view, cultural Hegelianism as a YouTube channel is a miserable failure. I've been making videos for more than a month now, and I've gained a few subscribers, not even 10, I guess. Most of my videos do not make more than 8 or 10 views. I've only made a couple of videos who have more than 100 views. I don't receive many comments, not many likes. So from a quantitative point of view, it is a failure. And there's a joke that I find very comical, is that the success of my channel will be the death of me. And I know that one day people will understand this joke and they will be forced to acknowledge that I have a good sense of humor. A part of me wants to succeed, which means I'm very narcissistic and very egotistical. But I know that when I do, because I will explain later why eventually the content of my channel will become successful. There's a reason why it will be successful. When I become successful, I know that I will be resentful of my success, and I will say I was happier when I was unknown, and this process of having to confront the difficulties and the hardships of becoming popular and a public figure is what many artists encounter during their career. And Eminem made many great songs about his difficulty in dealing with his status as a famous public figure. And I guess he's the one artist who expresses this ambiguity the best. So yeah, the reason why eventually this channel will be successful is because from a logical speculative point of view, intensity and extension are logically united. They are two determinations of quantity which are in a conceptual unity with one another. It means that the most profound ideas, the most elevated thoughts, the deepest insights must, out of logical necessity, also become the most widespread, the most extended ideas. And the main purpose of my channel consists in promoting Hegel's ideas and to make them intelligible in a modern context, in the cultural, political, sociological, and economic, and physical, and all aspects of existence, context of modern life. And I realized and I understood many years ago that Hegel would someday become the most famous thinker on the planet because he has had the most profound and the deepest thoughts, and because in his own speculative logic he shows the necessity that intensity and extensions must eventually become one. And I think the only thinker who will be more famous than Hegel is God himself, and it is included in the concept of God that God shall be made manifest to his thinking creatures, and that his thinking creatures shall know and understand God. So yeah, divine thoughts must be understood and shared by every thinking creature eventually. There is an inversely proportional relationship between depth and superficiality, which means that the deepest ideas must coincide, partly at least, with the most superficial. And Nietzsche understood that very well. that there is depth in superficiality. That's why women are so deep, because they are partly superficial creatures, and that's what makes them so profound and so fascinating. And which means, in the context of YouTube channels, that the philosophical channels with the highest level of thought, the most elevated thoughts, the deepest insights, they do not have a lot of quantitative success. And I could name many examples, but Footnotes to Plato, the channel by Matthew Siegel, is a very profound channel. But if you compare the quantitative success of his channel with the qualitative aspect of his thoughts, he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. And the whole purpose of cultural Hegelianism is precisely to unite deep speculative insights, profound philosophical thoughts, with modern expressions of pop culture, to unite the deep and the what is at first thought to be superficial, but precisely it is not. And the the mission and the purpose and the view of German idealism is precisely to make the deepest philosophical thoughts compatible with artistic expressions enjoyed by the masses, and to unite the thinkers and the common people. And the whole purpose of this channel is simply to show to others that modern pop culture, which is the most extended, most widespread, most shared form of art in this day and age, contains the most profound philosophical ideas, and that philosophy can only be properly appreciated if and when it becomes artistic, and art can only be properly understood and appreciated when it becomes philosophical. And my idea as a culture Hegelian is to show that there is an immense wealth of depth in the songs of Eminem and Katy Perry and Lady Gaga and Rihanna and Paramore and Muse and many others. But they must be philosophically appreciated in order to be truly appreciated. And I try to share and to communicate my philosophical views with others. And then I've listed many reasons why my channel is a failure as of now. Well, the first reason is because I am not physically very attractive, so it can be an obstacle. If I were more handsome, I would attract more viewers, I guess. But that's kind of not really important, but that's very narcissistic of me to think about this. But there's a part of truth. A handsome man has a higher probability of becoming a successful YouTube creator. Yeah. Another reason, which is maybe more meaningful, is that I put no effort whatsoever into the formal aspect of my videos. I produce no editing. I do not work on the aesthetic aspect of my videos. I just share ideas, and I focus only on sharing ideas. And human beings are made in such a way that they are attracted by sensuous representations. So I know that my videos would be a lot more successful quantitatively if I could unite form and content. And Hegel says precisely that form, the formal aspect, and the content must be one because they are logically united. So, yeah. Another reason why this channel is a failure as of now is because my videos are confused. There's no visible and obvious structure. I talk about one topic and then the other. It's very confused. It lacks apparent order. It's difficult to follow. So I understand why people might not be willing to 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 follow my line of reasoning, which itself is kind of confused. Another reason is that there are too many videos on my channel and people simply have not the time to watch them because they have lives, they work, they have families, they do something productive with their life. So why would they waste their time watching my videos? So I understand that, and I don't blame them. Another reason is that my ideas are crazy and unintelligible. When I talk about reason, the negative, the mind of God, stuff like that, I understand why people might not understand and think that I'm crazy, because I myself sometimes believe and know that I am partly crazy. So I don't blame them, but I understand that this is an obstacle for the success of my videos. The ideas that I share are so weird that, yeah. Another reason is that I fail to advertise and to promote my content on my channel. I shared some of my videos with the people to which I made personal video respond. But I know that because of all the aforementioned reasons, they think of me probably as a lunatic and not worthy of being considered. So I don't blame them. I tried to share, but I failed. And a part of me believes that advertising and trying to promote oneself in a marketing and how should I explain, in a capitalist way, it's manipulation. But I am partly manipulative, so I don't blame those who advertise their content. But maybe I should try to become an advertiser. I don't know. Another reason is that my English is probably not very good and very fluent. I believe that my level of English is correct, but my vocabulary is limited, and it must not be very enjoyable for an English-speaking person. And I guess that most of my audience are, as of now, English-speaking people. That my lack of vocabulary prevents me from expressing the full depth of my ideas. So then again, form and content are united, and it is very difficult to express oneself in a language which is not our natural language. So that's probably also a limitation and a reason of my current lack of success. And final reason, which I have already mentioned, is because my videos are just too weird to be understood. And I understand that this weird and nonsensical and strange aspect prevents me from becoming successful. So yeah, this was a thinking consideration of my current failure, and I have to try to be honest with myself. And but I must not lose courage and hope. I must keep working, because perseverance is part of the process of life, and it's impossible to become successful without working hard and without persevering and without overcoming obstacles and moments of doubts and difficulty. So I will continue to do what I believe is correct from an intellectual standpoint. But I just wanted to share my thoughts about the current situation. Yeah.